Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Watch Me Bag and Board My Comics, where I bag and board my most recent comic book pickups and let you know what I thought about them. We start off with Dork number 4. This is by Brett Bean. This continues to be an entertaining comic. Dork, fun character. He's half dwarf, half orc, high fantasy kind of stuff. He is prophesized to bring about the destruction of all of the world, but you know what? He's just a normal guy that just wants to live out his life. Brett Bean's art's very cartoony, very stylized, very funny. Even though everybody looks super cartoony, the story reads pretty straightforward. That can be a little jarring, even more so than something like Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, where there's that juxtaposition between cutesy drawings and stuff that isn't so cutesy. But I'm having a great time reading Dork. Here is Tigress Island number 3. This is by Patrick Kinlan with art by EPKH. A bunch of ladies have been kidnapped and forced to work on a millionaire's private island. They are attempting to escape the compound. However, the island outside is just as dangerous as everything in the inside of the compound. EPKH's art is very stylized. It's very fun. It's very cartoony. It does make it a bit difficult for me to get into the book at times. Overall, it's a pretty good book. Here is IDW's one-shot Godzilla vs. Texas. This is part of the Godzilla vs. America series. Somebody who loves Godzilla and lives in Texas, I cannot pass this comic up. We've got stories by Matt Frank, Devin Kraft, Joe Eisma, and John Lucas in here. It's pretty entertaining. You do not get Godzilla versus Big Tex, which I would have hoped for. However, you do get Godzilla versus Tex-Mech, which is almost as good as Big Tex, just on the pun alone. There is a lot of talk about how Austin used to be much cooler back in the day. I can attest that that is correct. But overall, pretty fun. I do wish Big Tex had made his appearance in here because he did help the X-Men out back in the day. Here's a new number 1 from Oni Press. This is Destination Killed by Joe Palmer. Joe Palmer's art also very stylized. We follow Gina Serene. She is a police officer. We are, of course, in a post-capitalistic hellscape in the future in this book. Most social services have collapsed, and it's up to private businesses to try to fill the gaps. We all know how that goes. There are a lot of protesters protesting the businesses. Gina here is a police officer helping out those businesses, but I have a feeling as the comic goes on, she's probably going to switch sides. I do not know if I will be on that journey. This was an okay first issue, but probably not for me. And then finally, we've got Bleeding Hearts number 4. This is written by Deniz Camp with art by Stipan Morian. This is honestly becoming one of my favorite books being published right now. A zombie has befriended 2 humans. This is, of course, against the zombie's nature. Mother and daughter, the 2 humans. Mother does not trust the zombie. Daughter loves that she has a friend for the first time in a long time. Really cool zombie premise. It's a little like that Warm Bodies movie without the romantic component. Yeah, I'm loving this book. And so these are my comics all bagged and boarded. Thank you for watching.